Hey everybody, I'm Arnold, and this is Faith Jams 247. Up on the block today is Manic Drive and their song Good News. Now I am super excited because first of all, I'm super excited because Jesus loves me, but I'm also excited because my wife loves me. And for my birthday, I got some special presents. And that present that I got this year was tickets to see Manic Drive and KJ52. It is coming July 11th into the Phoenix area or Chandler, Arizona. And so my wife and I have a couple of tickets to go see Manic Drive and KJ52. So we're going to post a few videos consecutively of both Manic Drive and KJ52 in preparation for that concert, if you will. And this is one of them. It's the good news. Well, what's the good news? Man, I tell you what, in life, there's a saying I learned a long time ago. May have came from my mom, but it probably came from somebody else. And it goes, nobody knows how much you care until they care how much. Wait, no. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care, right? Let me say it again, correctly this time. Dyslexic in the brain. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. So the song Good News, well, good news is important to know. It really is. But if you don't know why the good news is good or that it's news at all, then it really doesn't mean anything to you. My daughter just moved out into her own home, which is an awesome thing. I'm so happy for her. And when I talked with her in the past about, oh, interest rates are this and interest rates are that, and that's really good news, she would be like, whatever. Because she didn't know why that's important. Well, she started to buy her own home, and all of a sudden, she needed to understand the importance of interest rates. So now she understands the good news of interest rates or the bad news, depending on when you buy. But for her, there was good news, and I'm happy. I'm a very proud dad of her and very proud of her. But the good news here, we're going to get into it on the flip side. But this song rocks. This is one of their top streaming songs. Actually, I think it is their #1 streaming song on Spotify, the service I use. 5.1 million streams. This song rocks. These guys are from Canada, and they bring it. They are I classify them as kind of hip hop or pop type songs, and I love it. Good workout songs, good workout music. So let's get into the song, and then we will get into a little bit of a review.
I just got good news. Off the press, it's hitting the streets with my delivery. Making all headlines, it makes a scene quick on the daily. And all of the people gather around, they stare like I'm a street preacher, out of my mind. And I'm going all out, I tend to overcommit, but with news this good, you'll wanna hear it. I just got good news.
Extra, all about it.
In black and white, it's printed in ink. Throw out your magazines. This ain't no tabloid, but talk is cheap in pop philosophy. And all of the people gather around, they stare like I'm a street preacher, out of my mind. And I'm going all out, I tend to overcommit, but with news this good, you'll wanna hear it. I just got good news.
Man, I cannot wait to see Manic Drive in concert along with KJ52. I don't know which one I'm more excited about because honestly, I'm a big fan of both of them. They're on my newer playlist and I just love it. But let's dive into this because this song, the biblical principles here. Because what do we do at Faith Jams? We connect biblical principles to everyday life, wrapped in Christian music. Good News by Manic Drive has 2 points that I really like to pull out here. One is obvious, the good news. What is the good news? Well, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. That is the good news of the gospel. That, in a nutshell, everybody looks to that verse. Now, as I started with, sometimes we don't understand news, especially good news, until we understand the why. Why is that important to me? And at least for me, maybe not for you, but at least for me, when I've been out talking with people about Jesus and why and what he's done for them, they could care less until the setup. This is in John 3:17. For God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but in order that the world might be saved through him. It's the setup. Here's the why. Whoever believes in him is not condemned, but whoever does not believe is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the Son of God. Once people find out, non-believers, once they find out that, you know what, you may think you're a good person. You may think good works are going to get you to heaven. You may think, well, I'm better than so-and-so. Okay, great. But relativism doesn't get you out of your sin debt that we all have. Because we all stand condemned already. All have fallen short of the glory of God. We all stand condemned already. So how do we get out of it? Good news is Jesus got us out of it, right? So there's the good news, and then there's the setup for the good news, which comes the next two verses after this. And a lot of people just stop at John 3:16, and I just can't find it within myself whenever I bring up John 3:16 to not talk about 17 and 18, because 18 is so important. It's the why that we all need when we're talking with people to help them understand what's really going on within their life that they may not be aware of. Because if they're not aware of sin and death and decay and the price that we are, and the burden that we carry because of the weight of our sin and the fact that we can't undig ourselves out of that grave, until they understand that, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, it's just words flying by them. To us, as Christians, this is very precious. So to help others to recognize this as being precious, being extremely good news, we need to help set it up with the other two verses. Now, that also brings me to their point that they make is, hey, they refer to themselves in this song, Manic Drive, as the paper boy. I love it. What is our job every day, man? What's a paper boy's job every day? It's to send out papers to everybody's doorstep, keeping them informed, right? News of the day. That's their job. What's our jobs as Christian? Love God, love others, tell others. Man, that's all we're supposed to be doing. It's not blah, blah, this political point and blah, blah, that political point. It's we are to be loving God, loving others, and telling others the good news. And why? So we're paper boys, if you will. Just internet paper boys in this case, but we're paper boys. And I just love that metaphor. I love how they wrap it in some just on point, upbeat music and deliver the good news to people and encourage us. So guys, why do I like Christian songs so much? Is because as I've said it before, I'll say it again. Reading the Bible while driving, not recommended. Reading the Bible while mowing the yard. I just trimmed my trees this morning in my front bushes in the front yard this morning, and that's like 2.5 hours worth of work. It's really hard to read the Bible while I'm running my trimmer and blowing the yard and all that. But it's really easy to have great tunes from my jams list, my faith jams list, playing in my ear, motivating me to stay positive and to stay focused on what Christ wants me to do. So guys, if you're in the Arizona market, if you're in the Phoenix market, Manic Drive, KJ52, July 11th, man, be there. Get your tickets now. They're cheap. They're cheap. So get your tickets and come on out and see them. I'll be in my Faith Jam shirt. Come up and say hi. In the comments, if you're outside of this area, what was the last band you saw in concert? What was the last Christian band you saw in concert? I'd love to know. Hey guys, y'all be blessed. Have a great day and spread the good news. Papers, who wants a paper? Good news of Christ here. Good news, papers.